Alrighty, my physics teacher wants me to pick a game that I love. What could I do? Reservoir Third No, Stardew Valley no, Team Fortress 2. It's been a hot minute since I've actually last played Team Fortress 2. 520 BCE! How's that even possible? Hi, I'm Abigail. Not actually my real name, just the name of my OC. What is Team Fortress 2, you may be asking? You don't know what Team Fortress 2 is. Really? No, I'm just kidding. Team Fortress 2 is a free-to-play first-person shooter that involves high-stakes gunplay, has 9 classes, requires teamwork, strategy required. Why did I even write that? Team Fortress 2 is actually just a game where you can do dumb stuff like charge into your enemy with a shield and send them flying across the map. Okay, but seriously. Team Fortress 2 is a game that is published and created by Valve. Made October 10, 2007, it was a part of a pack of game called the Orange Box, holding other titles by Valve like Half-Life. After 9 years of development, it sure was worth the wait. Featuring 9 unique characters, also known as classes, they all fill their own little roles. Team Fortress 2 seems to be this game that I always come back to. I've played it ever since 2017, and I just can't get enough of it, honestly. I kinda wish they did add more stuff, though. The last major update was during Jungle Inferno, which was 2017, so now it's been 9 years. I think I need to play TF2 Classified. Oh, sorry, I got distracted, I'm sorry. Hi, I was watching Germa, sorry. Alright, before jumping headfirst into the problem, I'd like to go over the terms related towards this physics concept. Those being momentum and impulse, and how we solve for them. Momentum and impulse is actually quite incredibly common in Team Fortress 2, and seen more often than you actually probably know. I know, it's so crazy. Momentum. Momentum is a force that an object holds inside of itself whenever it's in motion. Impulse. Impulse is the change in momentum at any given moment in time. Huh? What was that? I'm just gonna move on. Alright. In this example, my dear friend Santa is going to charge at me with the untamable rage of 1,000 bees and a random raccoon named Paul, as well as being armed with a metal bowl, also known as a splendid screen. As Santa barrels towards me, he reaches a velocity of 14.625 meters per second before colliding into me. Before he gets sent flying away, what was Santa's momentum before the impact? Then, what was my impulse after the impact? Alrighty, now that that's out of the way, let's solve for the momentum first. For this example, I'm going to use mass times velocity to get momentum. Thankfully I didn't fall. Unfortunately, the official Team Fortress 2 wiki doesn't give an exact weight value for the mercenaries. However, the community has collectively agreed that their HP is roughly their weight. So, if Domoman's HP is 175, he weighs 175 pounds. Converting that to kilograms, he weighs roughly 80 kilograms. Since Domoman's velocity as he charges is 14.625 meters per second, we can then plug in his weight and multiply to find his momentum. We plug in the 80 kilograms and times it by 14.625 meters per second, which results in 1,170 kilograms times meters per second. Now, we solve for impulse. We can use mass times delta velocity. Delta velocity is also known as the change in velocity. Since we already have mass, we just need to figure out delta velocity. We take initial velocity, which is 0 meters per second since we're not moving, and final velocity, which is 14.625 meters per second. Taking final velocity, minusing it by initial velocity, gets us 14.625 meters per second for our delta velocity. Plugging in mass and multiplying it by delta velocity, we get 819 kilograms times meters per second for our impulse. See, that wasn't too bad. Oh, damn, alright. Oh! You're still here, reading through this. Take this star. In case you're worried, I make sure to check my work with a third party as well. Alright. Penny, can you see if this is right, please? No, I'm just kidding. I actually had help from my good friend, store friend Santa. You likely saw aspects of him inside of my video. Say hi, Santa.
Yo ho, resident dungeon delver and demo knight here.
In case you don't know who Santa is, this is Santa. I appreciate it if you actually stayed this long. I know this has been incredibly boring and I'm not even sure if half the stuff I said was even right. But anyways, due to the nature of Team Fortress 2 being a first-person shooter, these calculations are actually done incredibly frequently to keep the players immersed in its gameplay. If Team Fortress 2 didn't have momentum or impulse, every single character would stand still, unable to play the game. The physics engine behind Team Fortress 2 also needs these data points to a degree to simulate its physics. Without this information, no rockets could fly, no players could move and slow down nicely, and most importantly, we wouldn't have our stupid ragdolls.